Humans are wired to connect. We constantly seek out groups, naturally gravitating towards shared spaces to talk, exchange ideas, and simply be around each other. But putting people in a room without shared behavioral guidelines almost guarantees social friction. Egos clash, attendees talk over one another, and feelings get hurt. To solve this, Islamic tradition established a specific framework called the Majlis. As seen in this traditional palm front setting, a majlis is a dedicated gathering space governed by a precise, prophetic code of manners. The majlis operates as a deliberate social framework, designed to ensure that human gatherings actively build community rather than create drama. Gathering spaces are divided into two categories. First, the public majlis. Held in open, communal spaces like mosques, its doors are open to everyone. Second, the private majlis. These take place in homes, restricted to family or specific guests. Whether you are sitting in a massive public hall or a close friend's living room, the prophetic code of conduct applies equally to both environments. To truly understand how this system works, we must look past the architecture of the building and examine the strict chronological steps of attending one of these gatherings. The protocol begins the moment you arrive at the door. The foundational rule requires every visitor to clearly greet the room upon entering, and again when leaving. This serves as an immediate social reset. The greeting acts as a verbal message of peace that actively neutralizes any pre-existing tension, establishing a baseline of affinity. Once inside, the next step, finding a seat, functions as an active exercise in humility. This top-down schematic illustrates the seating protocol. New arrivals must fill empty perimeter spaces from back to front, taking the last vacant slot. Dominance is forbidden. Never demand someone's seat or step into the center. Vacated seats remain reserved for their occupants. These spatial regulations do heavy psychological lifting. They physically prevent hierarchy, entitlement, and arrogance from dictating the structure of the room. Once seated, the rules shift from physical placement to maintaining psychological comfort throughout the conversation. This network visualization highlights a core conversational law. If exactly 3 people are present, 2 must never converse privately to the exclusion of the third. Isolating that third person, as we see here, inevitably breeds paranoia and induces sadness. Attendees are also expected to exercise constant physical self-restraint. That means suppressing excessive yawning, keeping your legs tucked in, and ensuring elders are served first. When it is time to leave, guests must be careful not to overstay their welcome. Upon exiting, attendees are encouraged to recite a brief expiation supplication designed to clear any minor faults or careless words spoken during the gathering. By strictly managing personal habits and conversational focus, every individual in the room actively protects the emotional safety of the entire group. Zooming out from a single social visit, the macro impact of these behaviors becomes clear. Close examination reveals that these rules function as profound psychological guardrails. By systematically eliminating small social frictions, like the arrogance of stealing a seat or the paranoia caused by exclusionary whispering, these practices act as an invisible glue for the community. This exact foundation of mutual respect is what local traditions like the UAE's etiquette code known as al-sana are built directly upon. Ultimately, Majlis etiquette operates as a highly effective social technology, explicitly designed to engineer a deeply cooperative, tolerant, and unified society.